If you love science fiction like giant robots, blowing up stuff, bugs, explosions, taking on the world, all the good stuff that sci-fi gives you, this is the one you want to watch. Hello, my name is Rachel. Take a do Starship Troopers, or Roughneck. This is actually based on the book called the same title of Starship Troopers. Also based on the movie that wasn't very good, or at least didn't get the exact idea of the book. But you could say this one kind of aspires to make the animated series, but they actually got the idea correctly this time. It's pretty much the better version. Now, this series was basically about the war, about the bugs, about the space, about some robots shooting, blowing up stuff. It actually is more than that. It's more complicated about the characters, about who they were, how they're there for the fact that it's gonna die, survive, betrayal, relationships, love, and the list goes on because you get so deep into this story. And this show is probably the most adult story you ever heard. It's so deep and amazing. You're just like, wow. This only lasted for one season. Okay, you got a narrator called Higgins who pretty much his main job is to record every single mission to recruit other soldiers in the kind of military job. And he pretty much asks, wonder, and figure out what's going on in each character, and he has kind of questions or sees his point of view with that. This is wrong, this is right, should we help someone, should we run? And you get it more interesting about this character asking this kind of questions. It helps more to get deeper in the story. You pretty much follow these three main characters, be Anthony, Banis, Rico, and Izzy. Basically are the main three characters of the whole series. But this is pretty much half of the series. The other half is war, betrayal, love, or whatever you want to call it. But this was basically about this three. Their relationships, how they fall in love, how they betrayal, everything. This pretty much you get the show more interesting. You also have other characters you go into. You have Sergeant Bruno, Doug McCloy, Jeff Gufford, Carl Jenkins, Rick Razak. This show has so many characters, so I'm gonna name just the most important ones and get to the main three. Here we go. First be Rico. Rico is pretty much one of those soldiers who kind of crazy and does whatever needs to be done and thinks pretty much fast. And pretty much one of the most interesting characters because you have this love triangle. Next character would be Izzy. That Izzy loves Rico. Rico really doesn't have affection of her. Now Izzy is pretty much a Tomish boys kind of character, and he also is one of those people who shoot first and ask questions later. It's kind of obsessed with Rico. Rico is obsessed with Flores, who actually is the pilot, and one of those characters is calm, patient, and thinks it through. So it's kind of interesting how these three characters kind of go fall in love, not fall in love, not sure what we're gonna do about it. That makes the show more interesting. Now, this show was made in the 90s. If it made in the 90s, usually CGI were never well made in the 90s because it's one of those points that they almost got it. And it proves that they have the idea how to do it right, but you still see that kind of glitches or kind of like dummy movements that you feel kind of off. But you really don't mind because how the show is well written. Now let's talk about the intro. Usually I don't like to talk about the intros because sometimes it's just so bad. Oh, they're good, but not enough to talk about. But this one does need to serve at least a few words because the intro is done that serious tone that you have to watch the series. That shows you always have to make a good intro. Without a good intro, sometimes the show doesn't work because it's the intro who grabs you and drags you in. That's kind of why you have to see this show. One of those things that you proves that we can do something really serious and be respected. Now let's talk about the good and the bad. Now this series does have everything right. I mean, it has good characters, good story, good drama, good confliction. It has everything done correctly. I mean, it shows doing things very hilarious or weird or funny, strange, or anything that outrageous to make a good series. Yeah, we're a serious show, but we know how to relax once in a while and give a joke. It actually helps more of the series. Now, anything bad about it? Well, two things major missing about this series. One of the things is it doesn't have that super dark comedy does the original novel or the movie has. That's the only bad about thing, but you still have a little bit of comedy. You also have the nude scenes that it doesn't have. Of course, this is a PG, but it does so much with the PG rating, so you don't really care. Now, the other thing you really know about is the animation, a little bit glitchy. Besides that, nothing wrong. I mean, this series is just done so well, so mind-blowing, so fantastic. Now, I have to rate this. It's pretty much a 10 out of 10. I mean, besides the three things, but it doesn't really matter. If you don't love it, it's just so well made. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment below, and have a wonderful day.